Yep, all good. Hello everyone, good evening. Hope everyone is doing good and all your portfolios are in white and green. Weekly once or else twice. If it was red, it's okay, but your risk reward should be 1:2 in that case. Then you will be sustaining in a positive at the end of the month or else at the end of the year. Okay, right everyone, so we'll be going for, I think the major one, we have FOMC news and also Fed rate decisions. Those two are I'll give more importance to Fed rate decision because whatever the interest rates are there, that was depending upon this news. So that will be the first preference for me, and the next one is FOMC. Right, we'll wait for that. Obviously at the time 11:30 p.m, not on the YouTube, but make a note of that. Okay, so as of now we have a non-farm employment data that was a positive. That means dollar will be good. That's why the gold is falling, I'm thinking. Let's check the dollar, how it's reacted. Is it positive? Yeah, it's reacted positive for it. So once we check on a higher time frame how the dollar is going on, yeah, this was the previous zone. I think on which date we have marked, I don't know. We'll be going with the fresh zones as of now. As there is a news at 11:30, and also whatever the major candle has been made, as of today we'll be considering this as a resistance because of whatever the previous 1 hour candle has been made. It's almost like how many pips? It was around 0.45% in whole market. So I'm taking the previous swing as a resistance. We'll check if anything happens. If we have a news at 11:30, right? Even if the market come back, this will be our resistance. The closing price was 925 and the candle, okay, candle close is also 925 and the previous resistance is also 925. That means I'll be on a confusion. Hi Shruti, good evening. Is there any current running trade going on, Shruti? So better I'll consider this as a zone, not this. With this swing, because after a lot of consolidation, this is one of the minor reversal. This, whatever these three candles, so that is 130, 230 and 330, this looks like a major reversal. So I wanted to give importance to reduce the stop loss. We have to think, or else whether if we wanted to, after all the newses, whatever the next 2 days upcoming newses, if the market falls, this will be our support. And once if any candle breaks below 98.760, the market will be bearish. Okay, we'll go to gold and we'll check how it was. If you observe, Earlier this was our demand zone. On day before yesterday it got triggered and it has given around 1:2 profit, and it has respected the trend line if we observe, and now the trend line has been broken. That means now what to do, whether it was a fake breakout, because it's a 1 hour candle, right? So we have to wait until the next candle also sustains below the trend line, then we can go for okay, the market is bearish as of now. I have been developed some stats for a short time. That means to take 1 or 3 minutes. If any chance we get, I'll update. Whatever the previous level we have, that one will be a major zone itself. Because this was the first retrace. If we observe on a 1 hour time frame, earlier there is no retracement happened. So still we can think for a second retracement also we can take. Okay, not sure of any reversals, so waiting. Yeah, it's better. Instead of risking not 1% also, it's better to wait. So we'll check on 1 hour whether we got any levels or not as a resistance. Minor supply zone, minor supply zone, minor supply zone. This was one of the major supply zone. If any candle closes below, but nearby we have one of the demand zone, right? So we can give importance to the demand zone, unlike more than giving importance to the recent failed effort. Right? Not sure. Okay, everyone, I wanted to let us take a trade on 3 minutes. It was approaching the demand zone again, that is 305.345. We'll check how it was going to act. It's purely a bullish on 5 minutes, or sorry, bearish on 5 minutes also. Looks like there is no entry. A perfect point to get an entry I was unable to get. We have to wait for some time. Meanwhile, we'll check for crude oil, how it was acting. As I said, crude oil is one of my favorite asset. Whatever the reversals are showing, those all are minor itself. That means we can expect a bullish move. If any moments happen, this will be our support. Okay, sorry, it was 3 minute frame. Yeah, we have a good zone, and still we have 48 minutes for that. We have to wait and see if this candle closes above this whatever the base candle is there with a maximum of a 50% body. Consider to whole candle. On retrace we can go for long. Yeah, Bitcoin will go for it. And the major zone I've been considering it. For crude oil, this is going to be a major zone, major demand zone. Look for any buy opportunities from here on a crude oil. Yeah, Bitcoin will check. Bitcoin is bearish on a higher time frame, and also as of now if we observe whatever the previous demand zones are there, this is one of the demand zone and this is one of the minor supply zone. I'm extending. If you observe, this is the candle closure, that means the confirmation of the Bitcoin is bearish. On the retrace we can consider this as a retrace trade. Just a second. Yeah. So I've been considering this as a supply zone, one of the supply zone. Yeah, we can consider the Bitcoin is bearish. We can enter at current market price, but the stop loss is a bit high, so make sure it matters, or else it subjects to your risk reward. Gold is even bearish, it was falling and falling. It's making lower lows continuously. If the market reaches our previous demand zone, before reaching that, if the market touches this resistance, we can look for some short trade by selling here and take TP at will be our support. Yeah, okay everyone, I think there are some new members. I think if they are if you guys are new to the channel, kindly subscribe. If possible, give a comment whether if you need any analysis or else any levels on the any required asset. We'll try to sort it out. Market is retracing a little bit higher from the previous demand zone. We'll check how it will be reacting to the market. It was approaching on what time frame? 1 minute, right? On 1 minute it was approaching the supply zone. We'll try to take some scalp trade over here, short position. What was the low? 312.630 and the H was 455. That means that the price has not triggered. It haven't triggered the entry price. We'll check. Hi Ronit, good evening. We got one of the two reversal patterns, one bullish and one bearish. And at the whatever the bearish candle has been formed, at that we have a supply zone, but it has been not retested. We'll check whether it will retest or not. Yeah, gold was trading near the major demand zone, right? 3305 is the major demand zone. It has already given 1:3, 1:4. I'm thinking. Let me check once. It was given 1:3 around. Okay, exactly it given 1:3. That's it. First entry, first exit, second exit, third exit. So now we can consider whatever the three retracements are there as a bearish movement. We can consider. Yeah, I wanted to take base candle itself. We'll see whether the market will come here or else the previous major demand zone. We'll check on it. If we consider whatever the previous results are purely negative, now somewhat like when compared to the last, it was highly positive, and also coming to the it was positive on basis of current crisis. So on dollar it was bullish. We'll check on it how the gold is going to be accessed. Ethereum. Yeah, 1 hour. It's not looking good. Highly maximum zones. If we observe, it was already the previous zone itself. This is supply zone and this is demand zone. We just have to be consistent, that's it. It was bearish till a candle closes below 3602. After that even it will be more bearish, but the reversals, it should not happen at the range of 3654. That's it. Moving back to gold, we'll find some trades if possible. It was consolidating, and if we observe, this candle is acting as a mother candle, right? The market might give breakout, and also it can reverse, and it can bounce back from 3307. We'll check how it is going to happen. It was a 3-minute frame. Let me check on 1 minute. 1 minute, it was also on a consolidation. The breakout or a breakdown should happen. So anyone tell me any asset which you are waiting for a level? Let's analyze on that meanwhile. Until unless gold gives any one of the good confirmation. Text your assets, guys, everyone. No one is texting still now. We have a few members. Euro, USD. Okay, and any other? I'm considering this as a reversal zone. This will be ISL and this will be the entry. Is that near to the market? Yeah, so we can expect the market. Okay, it was at the zone itself. In the zone, if we find any one of the bullish candle, after this candle closes, I need one of the bullish candle. I'm labeling it as a green. Yeah, if the candle has been closed like this, the next candle, not the current candle, next candle has to close, then we'll be shifting to buy side for scalp. And also on here we got one of the supply zone. Euro USD will not move further. Euro USD, yeah, I think this is the one. If this next candle closes on green, on the retrace the market will be bullish, because whatever the nearest zone is there, it was a major zone. USD JPY, I'm not expecting to move up. Because the consecutive candle is green, and we'll check with volume once. Four hours, any previous zones? Here I have a demand zone on 4-hour time frame. First retrace has been done already. So we can wait for it. And also the volume is also supporting for a bearishness. Whatever the volume, it's been increasing. If you observe in this candle, in these 3 candles, the major volume has been showing up. So I'm expecting a bounce back from 1.14148. Till that the market is bearish. Does we have any other level on 1 hour? We'll check on it. Yeah, 1 hour. I just slide up, that's it. It's a 240, 1.14 240 will be our demand zone. Roneth, USD, JPY and CHF. USD, JPY and CHF. USD JPY is one of the better asset. Obviously first 1 hour. For hours, this is one of our demand zone. Yeah, retracement has been happened very perfect, and there is no, as of now there is no proper supply on 4 hours. We'll check it on 1 hour, because if we didn't get any supply on any ranges on 4 hours, means we'll be moving to lower time frame. Even though if you can't get it, you can match the candles on your brain. That means if you consider this is a bullish candle and this is a bearish candle. Just example I am saying, this is candle open, this is candle low, this is candle high, sorry, candle close it was, and this is low. If you look at this, it was a doji with a high rejection on the top side. That means if you consider on 2 hours, the time frame will be different, because sometimes it depending upon the first candle, these two will be considered as a 1 hour 2 hours candle, and these two will be considered as a 2 hours candle. So now I am removing the unwanted lines. This is a purely bearish candle. Once we find any candle closure, this is a candle closure, bearish confirmation. We already got one moment, and here we got a slight secondary moment. Now we have to wait. Now the current market is trading within the supply zone. Yeah, it was trading within supply zone, so we have to wait for it. Whether we have to see a bearish reversal from here, or else the candle has to close above 149.185. Then on the retracement, or else if you're an aggressive, you can go on the next candle opening. Aggressive, it will be a bit tough, because if it was a fake breakout, it will be a bit problem. So better consider reversal, a retrace trade. So USD CHF, Swiss francs. On 1 hour I got a better demand zone. We'll see whether the market will come over there or not. I don't know, it will come, because we have a resistance also. As of now it's a support, because it has been given break, right? This was a demand zone, and we'll find the resistance. We got a support. Oh, it's trading in the supply zone. Yeah, I'm considering this zone as a recent swing. That means next resistance. Yeah, if you consider this is going to be a demand zone and this is going to be a supply zone, but it's trading in the supply zone, right? So if a candle closes above, you can aim for 81870. Otherwise, look for a retrace entry at 80711. Based upon the price action, it will be bullish. So it will first reach 0.81870 and then after 0.80711. It takes time because 4 hours, right? This is one of the zone. The market will consolidate here. Even though after giving the breakout on the retrace, it will consolidate and it will be reaching the next supply zone. From here, we can go for a positional trade from 1870 to 81870 to 80711. You can prefer a long trade from here. Is it retested? Let us check. Yeah, it's retested. Once and twice it got retested, but the supply zones has to be mitigated. So we have to look at this zone only, current zone, because this zone can be breached immediately or else after some kind of consolidation, because this zone has been retested twice already. Euro USD we have seen, USD JPY we have seen, USD CHF we have seen. Yep, we'll go to gold once. I think we got a retracement and it's currently running where we have taken. Okay, I forgot on which frame I have taken this. I'm thinking it was 5-minute time frame only, because the high and low is matching the candle. Yeah, sorry, inside candle if we observe. Yeah, I have taken this on based upon these two candles, this bullish and this bearish, on which side the candle is going to break. On 3 minutes, it's a inside candle if we consider the two candles. 1, 2, 3 candles have been made as a baby candles. It has been given breakdown and came for a retest. It's good for a scalp trade. But the ultimate, it was on a demand zone. But if we observe whatever the bearish formations 1, 2 and 3, if any demand zones or else demand formations will form at this location, then we can think that okay, the price will move from here, because already the retest has been done now once. Second time we can expect based upon the price action. If we observe, there is no demand zones have been forming, it's a supply zones have been forming here. So we can think the market can breach this demand zone. Anyhow, like it's purely upon technical, but we have news, right? FOMC, that's one of the major. We have to take care of capital, and we have to plan accordingly. Euro USD, I think we have seen or not? We have seen na Euro USD. Yeah, we have seen. Wait for a demand zone to be retested. That's it. Let us check Britain pound. It was giving importance to the normal support and resistance because in between there are no formations. This was a breakdown candle. This was the retest. So now we need a demand zone, a bullish reversal zone, which was here. 1.32166. It's okay. We can wait for it. The formations are looks like minor, and this one of the demand zone got breached already. We can wait for this level to go for long. Okay everyone, is there any assets for you, or else we'll look for one more trade on gold, because the moment is purely bearish. One is to 1.5. We'll wait for it in the market to get retraced. I'm taking body opening price. The volume looks like a bullish. If the next candle is a green candle, means the market will be, we can see a retracement till here. Three minutes, right? We have to be very careful. Less than 15, we have to be very careful. Looks like again it was forming inside candles. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one. We'll check. I think the price has been triggered. We'll see whether it will give 1:1 or else stop loss. Consolidation, volume decreasing, so that we can expect 2 more candles to be inside the range. These 2 candles looks like a volume formation. This is one of the, if you observe, it was giving confidence as a bearish. Whatever the 3 candles, bullish candles, the volume is decreasing, market is rising. So I have to see whether it will give importance in this consolidation or not. On 3 minutes, it's still on consolidation. We'll check. And the RSI, yep, RSI is making higher high. That means it was about to show a bearish hidden divergence. So we can hold this trade for 1:1. Always remember, if we are scalping, do a back test. Out of 10, 6, not 6, 8 has to be success, because it was scalping, right? We cannot go for 1:2, 1:3, 1:5. We cannot go, because until unless the market is making any movements, we can go for that, will becomes under positional. But when we are scalping 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, just look only for 1:1 and prepare a stat for at least 8 times. Out of 10, at least 8 times or 9 times it has to hit your target. Prepare those type of stats and work on that. Keep a demo trades on the live, not on the back test. Give a live demo accounts. In that trade, take 50 trades. It will be more practice for you. Just go for 1:1. It's still on supply zone. We'll check for a few more minutes. Again, one indecisive candle with a high volume. Guys, I wanted to reduce the take profit point because I got small level. This candle high will make a take profit. That means 1:0.6. Here I can see some bullishness after entering the market. Where we got entered? Okay, even the where we entered, this is going to be one of the demand zone. I'm decreasing the take profit point, right? It's okay, it's done. because for this I'm removing this, it's done. This low will be a SL, but it's on 1 minute, right? We can't consider. This will be the resistance, this is the support. Okay everyone. Yeah, so two things to get remember: maintain stop loss, don't risk more than, even though the strategy is perfect, don't risk more than the desired stop loss. Okay, even though the some persons will be risking, okay, my strategy is good so that I can go for 0.2 lot, 0.3 lot, we can go. Now even though the same strategy, sometimes the stop loss will be $7. If we consider 0.01, I'm saying sometimes the stop loss will be $7, sometimes the stop loss will be $14, sometimes it will be $4. Depending upon your capital, whatever the dollar is suitable, even though the strategy is good, okay, this is your capital, this is your percentage of risk for a day or else for a week. If you are going for a $14 stop loss of 0.01 lot, means it was around 1 week, $4, 4 into 3, 3 4s are 12, around 3 to 4 days stop loss. If you're taking high volume on any one of the day, means the next 4 days you should not take any trade. Okay everyone, just make sure, maintain stop loss, follow risk reward, and have a safe trading day. Because there is a news ongoing, right? We have a news week completely, we can call it as. So stay aware of the whole complete week.